Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, I lived in a little town called Akopo for a few years, and it's a beautiful little place. It's got the strangest golf course. It's on a hill, and with all the fairways, you literally have to hit the ball when you drive out of bounds at the top side, and it comes bouncing back into the fairway. And if you're lucky, it won't go into the rough on the bottom side. But it's a fun golf course. It's quite short, but yeah, it certainly has got issues. Now, let's get back to what we're talking about here. This is an email I got from Craig Rosevier, and he's got a few thoughts and ideas about security in South Africa. And he's written a book called Your Security in South Africa. And I'll put a link down below if you want to go and have a look at the book and maybe want to buy the book. But here are his comments about security in South Africa. And he says, a basic on my background. I grew up on a farm in the rural heartland near a village known as High Flats. Zulu became a second language and behavior likened to a miniature bear grylls. I schooled in High Flats, Akopo, Maritzburg College and Wartburg. Managed to skip Boys Town, haha. I studied in HR, I think that's human resources, before being persuaded to opt for the South African police option of military conscription, largely due to rugby, having played for Bobby's First in Pietermaritzburg as a civilian before conscription. I was drafted into Riot Unit 8 Reaction Unit in the early 1990s. I'm sure I don't have to detail the mayhem that occurred during those times. I'm currently employed in the forestry industry in KwaZulu-Natal, including the management of operations employing over 400 people. I'm a great fan of your YouTube channel, Loving Life. You're doing a fantastic job. Please keep it up. It is abundantly clear that South Africa, along with most African countries, is in a catastrophic mess, with no predictable short or medium-term solutions. This is a very sad reality. I wrote my book, Your Security in South Africa, out of desperation and an obligation to try and help the innocent people of South Africa. The almost daily incidents of serious and violent crimes around South Africa were the catalysts that got me down to use my experiences, as well as a fair amount of research, to put together a comprehensive personal security guide, which I believe will reduce one's chances of falling victim to serious and violent crime in South Africa by 80% or more. So that's an 80% reduction of facing serious and violent crime. I believe that some South African citizens are still trying to convince themselves that the authorities or police will protect them. Some people also appear to bury their heads in the sand, hence the ostrich on the front cover of the book. I use a number of quotes throughout the book. It is too late to learn to dance once you have reached the ball. Chance favors the prepared. If it is to be, it's up to me. When seconds count, the police are still minutes away. It is better to be judged by a jury of 12 than carried by a group of 6. I still get some that tell me there are no juries in South Africa. Violence can solve violence. Rather have a gun and not need it than need a gun and not have one. A little paranoia leads to a longer life, quite apt for South Africa. And he says, etc. So he's obviously got quite a few quotes in his book. And he says, in conclusion, there is a comprehensive personal security guide book available to equip innocent South Africans with life-saving advice. And then he attaches a link. All right, guys, look, if you're interested in getting the book, look directly below this video. There's a link there. You can order it through Amazon and other places. Security is obviously something every South African should be fully aware of and be up to date with. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates, and have a great evening. Bye for now.